Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Survival Colony, my single-player Minecraft series. Hope you guys have been enjoying the episodes so far. They've been a lot of work for me. I do enjoy playing Minecraft, but this whole video thing is really for you guys. So I hope you guys will, hit those like and subscribe buttons and do all that YouTube stuff. It would really help me know that people out there are appreciating the videos that I'm making and enjoying them. On today's episode, it's more resource gathering. Last episode, we started a colossal build to wrap the iron farm in a humongous space freighter, and it is just absolutely depleting my supplies of resources. I'm having to gather and grind so much. Huge amounts of terracotta and soon huge amounts of concrete as well. I've started getting the supplies together for that, but one thing I'm running out of really quickly is dyes, especially light gray dye. So I have come to the little desert where I do it's a big desert. The desert where I do all of my sand and terracotta mining is right across this bay over here. And on this side of the bay is this little flower forest, flower plains, whatever it's called, little flower biome. And I was looking around and I'm like, I really need some light gray. I need tons and tons of light gray, both for light gray terracotta and for light gray concrete. And this flower right here, this is the oxide daisy. I believe oxide daisy makes light gray concrete. So I was looking around and I noticed, look at the concentration of these right here. I'm gonna build a little flower farm right here, and I'm gonna try and get as many of these as I can. Yeah, definitely. I think that's gonna be my plan, because it's either that or I'm gonna have to get a bunch of squid and get black dye and then mix it with 2 bone meal to get 3 light gray dye. Or I can use 1 and maybe I'll get 3 or 4 of these at a time, and I don't have time for squids. Hunting for squids, there's just no way around that. The only way to get black dye is either the wither flower, which, no, I'm not set up for that at all, or hunting down squids, which is a complete pain because for some reason they're so fast now. You hit them once and then you're just like, Phew! And then you have to chase them. So yeah, so I think this is going to be the best bet. I'm going to set up a little flower farm here, specifically to try and get a lot of light gray. And if I get some other things in it too, cool. But light gray is what I'm really after. I kind of like the idea of setting up individual little piston platforms for different colors. Like if I need light gray, I come over here, I activate this little one, and then maybe over here I might do, like right here would be a good spot for a blue one, because you get blue, and then this is Lily of the Valley. I think that makes white. So this could be a blue, white, and light blue one, like just right here. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on this, and I'll let you guys see what I come up with. Hey guys, well, I think I've got the basics of this farm worked out. It is untested, so we're gonna see if we can fire up and get some flowers to come out. Let me show you guys how this thing works. So guys, this is the actual flower platform. There's a dispenser just under here facing up, loaded with the bone meal, and these pistons will push this piece of grass over here, and then these will push it back. And if I've got my timing right on all these repeaters, then everything should work fine. Oh jeez, why are you guys interrupting? Alright, where's the flaggy one? Come on guys, I'm trying to show something off here, and you guys are wandering around. Oh, I block like that? No. Where's the flaggy guy? No. Don't shoot at me. Kill your leader. Where is he? I don't see him. Oh. Where is he? Where's your leader? Oh, there he is. kill your leader, then we can have fun. Come on. Alright. Time to go, guys. Honks. Right. Okay, guys. This is what we have. This grass platform is pushed back and forth by these pistons, and there's a dispenser under there loaded up with bone meal. Pretty kind of standard sort of design. The only thing that's a bit weird is because I don't have comparators or observers or any of that fancy stuff that you need quartz for. So I've set up a little minecart clock here, and it hits this detector rail, fires one side, then it hits the other one, fires the other side. The signals combine right here to fire the dispenser. So hopefully this should work, and I've got everything set up with levers so I can kind of turn the machine off when I don't want to use it. And right here, here's the hopper minecart. So this is the collection system. This is parked mode. I can bring it over here, and then when I'm ready to let it go, it's going to go underneath of there and collect all the flowers except for any that happen to land on top of that center square. Anything that lands there is going to be lost, unfortunately. And we've got an array of hoppers coming here, going into a couple of chests, down to this chest right here. And if we look under here, this is the dispenser right there. And I can just reload it. It's a manual reload, unfortunately. So let me sleep real quick since the sun's going down, and then we're going to fire this thing up and see if it works. Woo! Oh, come on. Sleep already. Sleep. Sleep! Okay, here we go. We're going to fire this thing up. First thing we got to do is get the collection system going. So we just fire that off, and there it goes. And we just flip this, and that puts it on a loop. As you can see there, it just goes back and forth and back and forth. And it runs over these, what do we got here, 6 hoppers. And there it goes. Gonna get to the other end of the loop and come back. Alright, so now let's fire up this thing. So this track being off, that's what stops it. So we're gonna prime that track, give it a little shove. There we go. Whoa, hey. Wow, it looks like it's working. I mean, it's not the fastest thing in the universe. I'm sure with different redstone, this could be much, much faster than this. Let's come up here and see if we can get a good look at what's going on. Oh yeah. So there we go. We can see the minecart picking stuff up. Nice. Nice. Look at all that stuff. I hope that minecart is fast enough. I'm a bit worried that it's not picking stuff up. Let's have a look and see how we're doing here. Oh, well, that doesn't need to be there. Doesn't seem to be an awful lot coming through. Alright, let's stop it for a second. Alright, so what's going on here? Oh, this thing is... Oof, that's not good. Okay, so it's filling up. It's not unloading fast enough. Yeah. It's not unloading fast enough. Well, what can we do about that? Well, guys, I made a little bit of an improvement to the collection system here. I have a hopper underneath of here, so at least I can now park this and it'll suck everything out of it. And I tripled up on the hoppers that were pulling out while it's going by. This is still not enough to keep up, but it's a little bit better. So basically, I'm going to run this thing for a couple minutes, then stop, and then run it some more. It's not the best, but, you know, it's fine for now. This is all I need, is just a little bit of stuff. And I did like a simple decorative build over it, kind of make it look like some sort of space age greenhouse thing. And you may notice I've been using a lot of the orange and brown terracotta that I'm accidentally mining as I try to get normal terracotta, so I figured I'd do something with it. It's not the best looking, especially the brown. Really not wild about the brown, but I've got quite a bit of it, and might as well use it. It was just over there across the bay, so I just ran over, grabbed some, and came back and made this. So cool. Well, I'm gonna fire this thing up, get some flowers, and take some dyes back to base. Well guys, welcome back. I've gotten back to my base, I've been getting some supplies together, and I came over here to the freighter build, and you may notice, look right here, you look at the crosshair, this section right here looks a little bit different. I completely rebuilt this, both sides, the other side, this side as well, and I feel like this is working so much better than what we had before. This kind of stuff is really difficult in blocks to get these strange angles to work. This doesn't really quite match the concept illustration as much as I would like, but trying to make it match the concept illustration was really making it not look good. So I just kind of decided, hey, I'm just going to change this a little bit. It doesn't have two angles to it, it just has one. That's basically in the concept illustration. This angles back this way, but it also angles down and in. And that was what was really throwing me, because I was having these bands going like this and trying to match it up with this curve and that curve. It was just not working. So I simplified it. We just have one angle right here, and I've had to adjust this bottom curve and the top curve to kind of come out and meet it now. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. This was really bugging me, and I spent a lot of time on this last week. I don't even know how many times I've rebuilt this nose at this point, but I think it was really important to get it right. That's definitely a thing I always recommend. You know, don't cheap out on your builds. Don't get lazy and say, that's good enough. Keep at it until you get it to the point where you're satisfied with it. You can see right here at the bottom a little bit of a weird nub. And this is an add-on, obviously not in the concept illustration, but there's a little door right there. I can actually walk out right there onto a little ledge, and there's a similar one on the other side. And I just kind of, on a whim, just decided to leave that there. So if I ever want to like just walk out here and have a good look around, it might be a good vantage point for other parts of the base. So I'm going to leave that. I'd also kind of thought, well, it's also a bit like maybe, I don't know, maybe they could drop an anchor or something from that. I don't know. Maybe we'll develop that a little more, but I left the ledge there, like I said, just kind of as a whim. And you can also kind of see, let me zoom in here, see along back here, right through there, that is the other side of the ship. So this whole side wall of the hull that you can see here is mirrored on the other side of the ship. That was not done last episode. That is now done. So we're coming along. We're hammering in some big parts, and we're fixing big problems. I know this build has taken a lot longer than I initially said, and you know, I'm okay with that. I was getting stressed out about it, and I think now I'm just going to take my time and do this build and not worry about trying to rush to get on to the next project. You know, we're going to do this right and take our time. And since the sun's going down, we're going to go to sleep. Alright guys, I'll check back with you a little bit later. Let's get some more work done. Well guys, another episode has passed. I've gathered resources, I've built, we've time-lapsed. I've done all the things, but unfortunately this build is still not done. Not even close to done. I had really hoped to get the sides and bottom on, and then we would at least have a full encapsulated farm with no, walls missing or anything, but unfortunately, because of some problems with golems spawning and me getting the decorative built a little too close to the iron farm, we had some problems. Some golems escaped, and then when I tried to kill them with some lava, some other problems happened. It was a real mess. It was a real mess. As a matter of fact, one of the golems killed my zombie who's going around in the cart. He kind of fell down in that little floor section you can see right there above my head. And he walked over and whacked the zombie when he went by, and then the zombie came around for a second pass and he whacked him and killed him. So I am now down to a single reserve zombie, which you can barely see just under my shoulder there. I've got one left. So I built up a glass wall around the zombie track, at least for the area where that floor is over there. And hopefully if that happens again and an iron golem should fall down there, hopefully he won't be able to kill zombie. That would suck real bad. So, in the light of those problems, I've just spent a lot of time fiddling with it and making sure that everything is covered and we won't have this problem again. And unfortunately, that's used up some of the last bits of my build time I had for this episode. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Next episode, you know what? We might take a break from the iron farm, go do something else. We'll let this build kind of marinate half done for a little while, and we'll just do something fresh. We'll come back to this a little later. Still have the hull and the bottom to put on, and then a lot of detail work to do. So there's at least a full episode left here at the Iron Farm, but I don't want to do that for a third episode in a row. We're gonna take a break and do something else next time. So guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. Don't forget to check out my other new series that's happening on the Hidden Secrets server. I was invited to join Hidden Secrets Season 2 with a bunch of guys, so we're doing episodes over there as well. So I hope you guys will check those episodes out too. It's a Minecraft beta playthrough. It's pretty wild, the old crazy stuff that went on in the original beta Minecraft. So check that out. You can find those videos on my channel. I am Ninja Joe 03. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.